Welcome to Invest. We talk about investing, finance, and professional development. As the current time of 7:43 a.m. on Eastern Time, Ethereum currently $2,837, down about 0.64% so far. First, I want to say happy Tuesday, everybody, and also thank you so much for the kind notes that you guys been sending me, both privately and publicly, on congratulating me on my 31st birthday today. So thank you so much. So appreciate you. And with respect to the market dynamic, as you can see, we are still, magnetically glued around the 2850 level, ahead of the obviously FOMC meeting that we're expecting the next couple of days. And as I check the Fed schedule, looking into the timing of the FOMC meeting, so today we know that the meeting will begin, right? But as in terms of like the media affectation, Jerome verbiage, confirmatory signal, it's expected to debut at 2 p.m. on the Eastern Time tomorrow, with the press release, with the press conference that we'll be hearing. I believe it'll be streamed either live on CNBC or like various different financial channel or YouTube, right? So we'll keep an eye out, look into it, right? And for those that are interested in our Patreon dollar cost average buy sell hold signal, I think around these times, early in the beginning of the month will be the perfect time to be subscribing into it. And just to give you a little bit of a high level demo, we are currently keeping track of close to about 200 crypto that I've listed here. In case you are interested in looking into it, it will show the buy sell hold signals, and also with respect to the dollar cost average levels that we talk about on a day-to-day basis, on both crypto, but also do that for stocks as well. And these are per your request. So if you want to add, let me know which stocks or which crypto you want me to take a look. And also, I'm relatively hands-on and responsive when you have questions. And also, if you're questions around like how does it work exactly, I'm also happy to give you like a tutorial one-on-one to just like show you how to work this logically, which is the wheel that we see in front of us, like the 5 steps of how you consistently generate profit for yourself, right? So going back to the Fed's meetings, so we know that today we'll be getting some sort of a media signal, media affectation ahead of the actual meeting. So, and in terms of the market, let's just look into the collective investor sentiment. I would say collectively it's still kind of flat, right? We had that slight surge yesterday, which was relatively funky, right? Like a 15-minute dip and then 15-minute surge in the span of like from 9:45 a.m. all the way to like 10:15 a.m. on the Eastern Time, and then subsequently the whole entire day it's just been kind of lingering around like the upper echelon of the level that we were leaping, right? Just basically trading around the channel that we've been identifying with respect to Ethereum. That's like 2850, which is the channel that we're still sustaining around, and it's good that we're sustaining around, and it makes sense, right? And what do we see coming, right? If we have negative signal tomorrow, which I don't foresee that to be so, right? I don't think Jerome's going to say something like, outrageous, like we're going to hike the rates from 50 basis point to 75 basis point, or something even more ominous than that. I think he will be more diplomatic. He will be saying that it is confirmed that we're going to be hiking interest rate 25 basis point. As to, in terms of 50 basis point, that's a more of a to be determined based on the job numbers and the economic outlook going forward. But it seems like with respect to the war, which is still happening, the COVID, and also with respect to the inflationary pressure, I think we're trending in the right direction. It's just that the media affectations spin out of proportion. So I do think, because of the fact that the technicals is also showing the MACD crossing up the signal line. At the same time, we're relatively depleted at the 40 out of 70, right? So buying this dip, right, allow it to, surge back up would be a lot more logical than thinking it will sell back down to like the 2750 all the way to the next level of 2500, right? So that's something we want to think about. And in terms of some some of my friends on Patreon also asked me a question like, is the death cross forming? Let's just take a look at it real quick on a weekly. No, it's not forming on a weekly either on Ethereum, nor is it forming. It's formed on a monthly, but has been formed for quite some time now. But luckily, it's that on a monthly, it's still relatively depleted. So, Death Cross has already been formed, which is the red candle that you see in front of you, where we were selling from the 3,300 downward, right? So it's already happened. So I would say we got over the hump collectively already, right? And let's take a look at Bitcoin as well, which is that the question that my friend has asked. Is Bitcoin selling down as well if the death cross? No, I would say no. No on the monthly. No on the weekly as well. Obviously not on the daily either. So collectively, I would say Bitcoin is relatively bullish too, with the 41 out of 70 crossing up. Yeah, so to be buying the dips around this time would be actually relatively risk averse and thoughtful. So I do like this current level. Respect to Ethereum Classic, $27. Anywhere from current level down is still logical DCA. And with respect to, look at Dogecoin, anywhere from 12 cents below is still logical, right? Cardano's about 1.4%. Anywhere from current level down is still logical from here, right? Based on the current setup. Solana, anywhere from 85 to 75 below is still logical, with the 35 out of 70 crossing up. So I think across the board is relatively bullish, right? XRP, 61 cents at the moment. Anywhere from current level down. Anywhere from 69 to 57, still logical DCA. Polkadot's about 1.6%, $15 at the moment. Anywhere from basically current level down to $14, logical, with the 30 out of 70 about to cross up. Algorand's about 20%. I think it's something microly driven about this one. You could see that we were extremely submerged at the 29 out of 70. And Algorand has been just like selling off the cliff, right, ever since the beginning. So this is definitely some whale manipulations, and we are about to form a golden cross. So with the 49 out of 70, so I probably wait off because this came out too fast. Doesn't seem organic to me. So Algorand I probably just stay away, even though it's up 20%. Shiba Inu 2100 below, so I would say now is actually a buy. 2100, 1400 to 900. MagTax about 2.6%, anywhere from, we're 110 right now. The reason we're at 110 is because it's a flat number. But you can see that 110 to 101 is the good frame, right? You can see that when we're at 101, we're 24 out of 70, highly oversold, right? AVAX, $60 at the moment. Anywhere from basically current level down to 50 is still logical DCA. And then Terra, as we break below 75, we have a long way to go down, 62, 52 to 45 from here, right? And then let me take a look at some other stocks, right? Nothing really changed so far. I would say, Tesla's around like the 900 because it's the resistance level. We are about to bounce. So I think across the board is relatively bullish, even though it sounds doesn't seem like it, but it is. NEO, I think the report earnings coming up on the mid of the month, I believe. Yeah, I think next Wednesday or Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. It's still like a very totally bullish, right? It's a reverse head and shoulder pattern and relatively depleted, and the golden cross about to be formed. Coinbase got bought up. You could see that huge bounce from the 111. Makes sense because of oversold, but Coinbase has been flying off the cliff assets, similar to like how Algorand has been trading at for some reason. Obviously different commodities, different assets, obviously, but momentum's relatively comparable. BABA, very bullish, I would say. Golden cross form, however, with the 53 out of 70. So I think we ideally could go back up to the 120-ish again, and then come back down again, right? So BABA doesn't seem that terrible to be buying, sustaining around the $100 level. So appreciate you for this morning meeting that we have together. And thank you again for the birthday wishes. Appreciate you. I love you guys, and and I'll keep you guys updated as the day progresses. If there's anything that we need to be notified, And yeah, have a good rest of the Tuesday, and I'll watch out for the next one. Take care.